Will you put the machines back?
I'm very proud to lead the organization. The rest of your accusations are actually
Will you put the high-speed
outrageous.
machines
No,
back?
I will not.
You will not.
Will not.
You will not. Well, there you go.
There I go. What?
There
Those
will-
machines,
Madam
those
Chair,
machines have been
let the
coming
witness
out.
answer the question and
32,000.
Yikes. In case you missed that, that was just one highlight from last Monday's House Oversight Committee hearing with Postmaster General Luis DeJoy. That was him unequivocally saying that he will not return the mail sorting machines and other Postal Service equipment that the Trump administration has removed. We've spent weeks talking about how the Trump administration has slowed the Postal Service to a crawl in an effort to sabotage our elections. And the Postmaster General has told us that he will not undo the damage. We have a lot of work to do. My name is Pablo. I'm the host of Indivisible Weekly. Thanks so much for joining us. This week's episode is all about reclaiming our power. It's about hearing the nonsense from DeJoy and seeing all the different ways that the Trump administration has worked to sabotage our election and saying no. It's about seeing a Republican Senate that continues to do nothing in the face of a pandemic that's only getting worse and saying no. It's about seeing a president who is stoking violence and fanning the flames of racism in an effort to win an election and saying no. We have the power to do all of that. And with both conventions behind us, with both presidential tickets officially set to compete on November 3rd, we are entering the critical home stretch of this election. We have just 63 days to go. That means that the next time you see me, we'll be less than 2 months away from the election. Now, that might sound scary, but what it really means is that we are at the pinnacle of our power. We have just 2 months to do everything we can to protect our election and continue to fight this pandemic. And then if we do that, we'll be able to use our power on November 3rd to end the Trump presidency once and for all. It's actually before November 3rd because we should all mail in our ballots as soon as legally and physically possible, but you get the point. So, what are some ways that you can use your power this week? Let's start with the coronavirus pandemic and a terrifying number, 6 million. 6 million. That's how many people have tested positive for COVID-19 in the United States. That's almost 2% of the population of this country. Over 180,000 people have died. 180,000. And don't forget, it didn't have to be this way. Trump didn't cause the virus, and the US is not the only country that suffered from it, but no other country has seen the numbers that we've seen here. Negligence and failed leadership from the Trump administration and Senate Republicans are the reasons things are as bad as they are today. And they're not getting much better. So, what can we do about it? How can we use our power to fix it? We keep pushing. We keep the pressure on Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans to pass the HEROES Act, including $3.6 billion to make our elections safe and accessible, and $25 billion for the USPS. This bill will save lives. It'll protect our democracy. It includes immigrants. It'll give crucial financial relief to the millions of Americans who woke up this morning having no clue how they're going to pay their rent today. This will help them. It'll help all of us, and we have the power to make it a reality. So, click the link in the description below. It'll take you to a resource that helps you call your senators and tells you everything you need to know about the HEROES Act, and it'll also tell you why the Republican relief efforts, like the HEALS Act, are absolute non-starters. This is how you use your power. Please, please, please call your senators. If you've already called them, call them again. Demand that they pass the HEROES Act today. So that's one way you can reclaim your power this week. Another way is to help save the post office. As you saw earlier, Trump and DeJoy are not going to undo the harm that they've already caused. So that work falls to Congress, which really means it falls to us. We need to keep pressuring the Senate to pass the Delivering for America Act, which is a crucial bill that will undo the damage that Trump has already caused, and it'll ensure that the Postal Service is fully functional before an election that'll be conducted primarily over the mail. Now, ever since the House passed this bill a few weeks ago, it has just been sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk, and that is unacceptable. So, once again, it is time for us to use our power. Click the link in the description below and call your senators today. There are so many ways for us to use our power between now and November 3rd. We've been doing it for almost 4 years, but it's never been more important than it is right now. This is our moment. So, if you're ready to use your power, or for many of you, keep using your power, check out the resources in the description below and get involved today. And tell us about it. click the soapbox link in the description below and record a video telling us how you're using your power this week and in this election. Thanks so much for tuning into this week's episode of Indivisible Weekly. Be sure to like and subscribe, and never, ever, ever forget the power that you have. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you next week.